natural spring water is a water for every occasion. On the field of sports, at your workplace, just open the bottle and savor the pure, refreshing taste. Holy Natural Spring Water is produced in Mama Can St. Andrews and is available in all sizes nationwide. To order, telephone 444-7654 or 533-7654. Holy Natural Spring Water, Grenada's purest bottled water.
The Planning and Development Authority of Grenada, PDA, is enforcing regulations to curb illegal, disorderly, and unauthorized development in several locations throughout the state of Grenada. The authority is concerned that structures mainly associated with vending are negatively impacting the environment, has undesirable public health and sanitation consequences, present obstructions to vehicle and pedestrian traffic, can become projectiles during adverse weather conditions, and generally affect the aesthetics of the nation. The PDA will work along with stakeholder ministries and institutions to effect the demolition, removal, and disposal of structures which fall in the category of illegal and disorderly development, commencing January 2024. In this regard, persons who vend in or occupy such illegal structures are advised to secure their personal belongings and have the structures removed ahead of the planned PDA demolition operations. These actions of the PDA have become necessary to safeguard and protect public health and the environment, ensure the safety and well-being of all citizens and visitors, discourage any future disorderly construction, and encourage compliance to regulations pertaining to physical development in the state of Grenada. This is a message from the Planning and Development Authority of Grenada.
This is the MTV Evening News for Wednesday, the 14th of February. The news headlines in association with Quartz Grenada Limited.
Switch to a Ready Cash loan today. Bring your loan to us and get 25% off. Get flexible payment terms, fast approval, and hassle-free service, so you can do all the important things you need with ease. All you need is your ID, proof of address, payslip, job letter, and 2 references. Visit us in-store or apply online at www.shopquartz.com. Quartz Ready Cash. We are ready when you are. Conditions apply.
Coming up in the news this evening, a home of veteran journalists damaged by fire. 2024 shelter inspection process begins. Police report peaceful 2024 kayak mass. And in sport, St. Lucia defeats Grenada in Windward Island women's cricket. The details to those and other stories a look to at the public broadcast information. It's all right after the break, right here on MTV. Stay with us.
The first segment of the MTV Evening News comes to your compliment Nexa Credit Union. With you wherever your road leads.
But when you need someone to help you to your feet, I'll be that beacon to your highest peak. I'll be right next to you, no, I will never leave. Come on, take my hands, we got everything we need. Cause you can look to me, yes, I can. Whenever you're in need, yes, you can. Just call on me and I'll be on my way. I'll be by your side, never to divide. The light that shines our way. Wherever your road leads, we'll be right there with you. Wherever your road leads, we'll make your dreams come true.
Nexa Credit Union, with you wherever your road leads.
Good evening, I'm Tony Julian with the details. NADMA officials have begun their annual emergency shelter inspection process with the goal of identifying appropriate sites for emergency shelters, ranging from schools and community centers to churches and private buildings, and all in preparation for the 2024 hurricane season. We get more in this report.
The National Disaster Management Agency, or NADMA, has commenced its annual emergency shelter inspection process through the National Shelter Management Committee. According to a release, the inspection, which began on Monday, is slated to conclude in mid-April with a rigorous assessment of various buildings across the Tri-Island state. NADMA's inspection aims to designate suitable structures, including schools, community centers, churches, and private buildings as emergency shelters. An inspection team will visit sites on the mainland and the sister isles. Speaking to MTV News on Wednesday, National Disaster Coordinator Dr. Terence Walters highlighted what officials will be looking for during the inspection.
Well, because we are going to ask people to go to the emergency shelter in the event of an emergency or disaster, the building should be suitable. So there should be adequate windows, toilet facilities, kitchen facilities, electrical should be good. The structure of the building, an engineer should, examine to ensure that the building structure, can withstand, whatever the hazard may be. And it should not be in a flood-prone area. Things like that you're looking for to ensure that when we ask people to go to the shelter, they will be safe during the event and even after the event.
Last year, the number of emergency shelters stood at 100. However, this number is subject to change at the end of the assessment, Walter said.
Last year, after the inspection, we had 100 shelters approved, 100 emergency shelters. And this year, we have those buildings will be inspected, and there are a few more buildings that will be inspected along with those from last year. So again, we are going to wait on the report from the inspection team to let us know whether the number of buildings have been decreased or whether we have an increase.
However, citizens are reminded of the paramount importance of fortifying their homes during the hurricane season, which, according to Walters, serves as their primary shelter in the event of a disaster.
Well, the emergency shelter is a place where people will go if they don't have another place that is safe. But if you can have your own safe space, then that's your home. That's where you're accustomed to. That's where you know. So you would feel more comfortable at home. So that's why we say your home is your first space of shelter, and if it's not fit, then you seek shelter with family or friends. And if that fails, then at least you can go to the emergency shelter.
Upon completion of the inspection, the team will compile a comprehensive report and submit a list of recommended emergency shelters to the Cabinet for approval. This approved list is expected to be published by June 1st, providing vital information to citizens ahead of the hurricane season. For MTV News, Troy Gill.
Meanwhile, NADMA is assuring the public that there's been no eruption of the Kikamjani submarine volcano since the 9th of February this year, 2024. In a release on Wednesday, NADMA affirmed that since 3 a.m. on Sunday, the 11th of February, the elevated activity had ceased and seismic activity at the volcano has returned to normal levels. The statement further informs that there has been no eruption and that there is no threat of tsunami. The Royal Grenada Police Force is reporting a relatively peaceful weekend during this year's Carriacou Carnival. Inspector in charge of Carriacou Police Station, Inspector Roy Nelson, informed our MTV News on Wednesday that the carnival weekend on the Sister Isle experienced no major incidents and few arrests.
There were a few minor incidents where 2 persons were charged for the entire period. For possession of an offensive weapon, and one driving a motor vehicle without a license. There were 5 persons that were detained by officers for minor scuffles. They were dealt with and later released because of the nature of the interactions.
Nelson said from past experiences, Kayak Mass 2024 was much safer when compared with previous years.
Based on experience, I think it is largely because of the people of Carriacou and Pitimale. They adhere to the advice given prior, or the information given prior to Carnival, and by extension, visitors alike.
However, he did highlight that all reported incidents only involve persons from the mainland. Inspector Nelson proudly commends locals, visitors, and patrol officers alike on a plan well executed in promoting a safe and enabling carnival season. Veteran journalist Jerry Romaine lost the top floor of his home to a devastating fire on Wednesday afternoon. However, there were no reported injuries. Kayla Flavine has the details.
The 2-story wall structure, home of veteran journalist Jerry Romaine, caught ablaze shortly after midday in Belmont, St. George. MTV News understands that Romaine was not at home at the time of the fire. The cause of the fire remains unknown, and fire services were able to put out the blaze, preventing the fire from spreading to the bottom floor. Although the apartments on the first floor remain unscorched, tenants were advised by the fire department to evacuate for at least 24 hours before returning to their apartments. Kent Gresham is Romaine's legal caretaker.
Just concerned that where he was, but he was down in his garden. Thank God. We have no idea.
You didn't go downstairs?
Downstairs are rented. You know, that could be taken care of, you know. You're not going to leave him stranded, that's for sure. Even though I had to let him sleep in my van, he got stabbed by his own. I'm only joking on that one. No. We got to take care of him.
Meanwhile, Sergeant Augustine Mitchell, officer attached to the fire department, is reminding citizens about the no-burn policy that is currently in place. According to him, the policy once adhered to can help prevent fire.
Well, during the dry season, the fire department have a no-burn policy. One, any person like to burn anything, especially agriculture stuff and so forth, they expect to get a license, apply for a license from the Extension Officer, Ministry of Agriculture, to do so. Also, I want to inform the general public that whenever you cooking or so, please be mindful that you don't leave your pot and so forth unattended. Or if you're feeling tired, you want to take a rest, don't put your pot on the fire and then go to take a rest, as you may say. Eventually you may fall asleep and fire may occur. Your candles and so forth, your mosquito coils and so forth, you don't put them close to your curtains and so on, leave it on your bed, but you put them in areas where you know that your curtain is unreachable, or you know children is not around and so forth to play. Don't leave it unattended, but we want to ensure that you know your home and so forth is safe and it don't destroy by any means or by fire.
For MTV News, Kayla Flavine.
The Royal Grenada Police Force continues to collaborate with the Child Protection Authority in reducing missing teens cases in the Tri-Island state. Both entities continue to educate and sensitize the public on common causes and signs of troubled children. Akela Aberdeen has the details.
Case Management Supervisor at the Child Protection Authority, Adrian Harford, described a runaway teen or child as one who is a minor under the age of 19 whose whereabouts are unknown by parents or guardians for more than 24 hours. According to him, children leave their homes for varying reasons and believes more open parent-child relationship will aid in reducing the number of missing child cases. He was speaking on Wednesday's one-on-one with the RGPF on the Government Information Service, GIS.
Can all the time teens leave your house because they're going towards something that they see outside. Right. Sometimes they may be running from something that is happening within the house. So at those points in time, you need to see what the problem is, speak to them about the problem, and see how it can be fixed. Sometimes you may need counseling, sometimes you need another type of therapeutic intervention. But along those lines, you have to do those kind of things to reduce the threat or the impact of your child running away.
Harford explained the importance of assessing a situation of this nature.
Because sometimes it's not just males that harbor children. Okay. We have females that harbor children as well. Because we have teens that would leave the house for whatever reason and might go by with their friend's mother and say, "Mommy put me out."
Okay, and she just take them
and she said, "Lord, I can't leave you on the street." So in her mind, well, come inside, we spend the night here or spend a couple of days here and so forth. So we have different variations of what we may meet at a certain situation. So it's not predisposed what we're going to do when we get there, but when you get there, you assess the situation and then you act upon what you meet. All right, so oftentimes, yes, we do take the children or child back.
Officer attached to the Special Victims Unit, Detective Damian Frank, highlighted the steps taken upon receiving a missing child report.
We will take an official statement and we will inform police control radio room.
Okay.
Radio room would send out that information to all the police stations within Grenada, Carriacou, and Petit Martinique, right? The bulletin is not sent out as yet because at the end of the day, we're saying after 3 days.
Right.
But so we have the different officers from the different stations and departments will be on the lookout, and then again we'll be in communication with the family members, right? Then after the statement, let me say the 3 days has come, the child has not returned, so we will send out the bulletin. So we now asking the public to assist.
Once a missing child is located, an evaluation is executed before the child is reunited with parents or guardians.
Most of the times the children run away, they may have different reasons, as Mr. Harford said. They may be scared of being home because you may have a sexual offense taking place at home. And for some reason, mommy is so in love, she can't really see her. The child might even try speaking to mommy, and mommy might just shun them away. You know, shun them away. So the children sometimes they run out because they want to speak out. They want to speak, they need help, right? So we'll take statements and then we inform CPA, and if court actions need to be taken against the perpetrators, definitely we'll have action taken against them.
The RGPF continued to collaborate with the Child Protection Authority, spreading relevant information through continuous sessions at schools and online. Reporting for MTV News, I am Akil Aberdeen.
That's the first segment of the Evening News Wednesday. We'll be back with you after the break.
The first segment of the MTV Evening News came to you in association with Nexa Credit Union. With you wherever your road leads.
But when you need someone to help you to your feet, I'll be that beacon to your highest peak. I'll be right next to you, no, I will never leave. Come on, take my hands, we got everything we need. Cause you can look to me, yes, I can. Whenever you're in need, yes, you can. Just call on me and I'll be on my way. Wherever you road leads, we'll make your dreams come true. Nexa, 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 right next to you.
Nexa Credit Union, with you wherever your road leads.
If I take time and I write down all the things that I love on my island.
For our year-long celebration of our 50th anniversary of independence, let us show how much we love our country.
Let's all stand together as family, friends, and neighbors throughout.
May the spirit of freedom fill our hearts.
And the colors of patriotism paint our lives.
From the Technical Support and Services Department
of the National Lotteries Authority.
Happy 50th anniversary of independence, Grenada.
50 years we strong and more to come.
When a loved one passes on, we all need the comfort, support, and guidance of a trusted friend. You can rely on LaCour Brothers Funeral Home. We provide a personalized professional service that exceeds all expectations. Our dedicated staff responds to your every need with the greatest detail, ensuring affordability with a variety of options. Our upgraded state-of-the-art facilities, spacious air-conditioned chapel with live internet streaming, a modern, environmentally safe crematorium, the only of its kind on island, private viewing spaces, large on-site repast center, a modern transportation fleet. Join our burial society today and make personalized arrangements for that final moment. As you prepare to enter your loved one into eternal rest, visit or call LaCour Brothers Funeral Home and select a package that brings added comfort to the entire family. LaCour Brothers Funeral Home and Burial Society, continuing a tradition of excellence.
Home is easy as 1, 2, 3.
Thinking about your new home? Think easy. Think a Republic Bank Home Easy Loan. Think affordable. Think convenience. Think Republic.
Home is easy as 1, 2, 3. Republic makes home easy.
Wow, that was such a breeze.
Own your home with ease.
So whether laying that first brick or purchasing an existing home, we've got you covered. Republic Bank will get you those keys hassle-free in no time.
Home is easy as 1, 2, 3.
Apply for a Home Easy Loan today for a chance to win a cash prize. Getting your new home is easy with Republic Bank.
Republic Bank. We're the one for you.
Terms and conditions apply.
Yeah, everybody. Yeah, so no. Fully 1 week. Nah. Telling you. Yeah, them massive dragon. Hello. You see that? About 10, let them make all of them, man. Me at 38, man. But you are 92. Yeah. You need the number 1 run, man. That is it. No, what? Nice. Yeah. Number 1. Ah, yeah, me too, man.
Whether sipped neat, mixed into a classic cocktail, or savored on the rocks, our rum delivers a taste that captivates and satisfies. Choose greatness. Choose Classcoat, the number 1 rum. Produced by the Grenada Distillers Limited.
The story of Grenada is the story of Co-op Bank. A story of humble beginnings, steady progress, persistence, and people, Grenadian people, making things possible. This 50th year of independence is special, and we want to help you make it memorable. Bank on a bright future with Co-op Bank as we celebrate more than 50 years of partnership with Grenadians. Take advantage of 100% financing to buy land, purchase, or build your home, or make those home upgrades. No loan fees, no legal fees, and low interest rates. Drive into 50 and beyond with 100% financing on new vehicles and get 50% off loan fees. Celebrate you. Celebrate Grenada. Make this year one to truly remember with special financing from Co-op Bank. We're the Bank of Grenada and the bank for Grenadians. Visit our website for more information and apply for financing today.
Welcome home.
Hi, my name is Dwayne Thompson, co-owner and founder of Food Grenada Tours, Taxi and Rental. We provide transportation tours in the field of tourism. Being in the field of tourism, the pandemic have taught us that we need all the help we can get, which the NIF has been very helpful in doing so. But as a small business owner, we are even more excited right now with the new initiative that the NIF have launched, providing a little bit more flexibility for small businesses like ourselves. So we definitely encourage all of the small business to consider getting on board with the NIF and this new initiative that allows the level of flexibility that they have implemented.
The second segment of MTV News is brought to you in association with Ariza Credit Union. Your financial freedom, your future.
Love it, sing, happy birthday, sweet Grenada.
Secure
Secure your financial future with Ariza's limited time $50,000 loan offer and join the 50 Chairs celebration. Application is easy, approval quick, interest rates competitive, and repayment options flexible. Apply now. Visit any of our branches located at Bruce Street, St. George, Grenville, Grand Anse, and Carriacou, or call 440-1759 for more information. Ariza Credit Union, your financial freedom, your future.
Welcome back. Well, as the independence festivities continue, a renowned radio personality is advocating for year-round promotion of Grenadian music as part of efforts to showcase Grenada's rich culture and heritage for the island's Golden Jubilee. Troy Gill has more.
Popular radio announcer and host of the UK-based Lime Out Live, which airs on Fusion FM, Alban Griffith, has been actively promoting the celebration of Grenada's Independence Jubilee prior to and during his visit to the island. Encouraging local radio stations to embrace Grenadian music year-round, Griffith emphasized the importance of showcasing the nation's culture and heritage through music.
Well, before I went to the UK, I did a radio for 8 years in Grenada, been the most listened to person for 3 years in a row, and I continue when I get to London because I love Grenada, and I would advocate for Grenada every time.
In an exclusive interview with MTV News, Griffith reiterated his commitment to promoting Grenadian talent, highlighting his online program's focus on featuring Grenadian artists and addressing crucial issues such as mental health.
I have an online radio station, which is limeoutlive.com. So my programs, I have 3 specific programs that I do. 1, mental health, 2, gospel, and 1, fun. Okay? The gospel one is about encouraging people to be in connection with God, because I'm not religious. I'm spiritual. The mental health one is where I interview people that I work with and help them to come out of where they are. And the fun one is just fun, playing Grenada music.
Expressing disappointment over the lack of emphasis on local music, Griffith emphasized the significance of Grenada's milestone achievement and urged local stations to give more airtime to Grenadian music, especially during this historic year.
I play 100% Grenada music on my program during the week. And if you listen to the station now, all you're going to hear is Grenada music. Because I think sometimes we have things that we don't appreciate. And I think Grenada has enough music to play for a whole year non-stop. And I mean, being here for independence, it shocked me that some of the radio stations are constantly just playing foreign music. I mean, we are celebrating 50 years. It will never, we hear that here right now, will never see a celebration like that again. So it's quite important for me, and I'm very passionate about Grenada.
With the independence festivities expected to continue throughout the year, he believes local radio entities should continue in the same vein by showcasing homegrown music year-round. For MTV News, Troy Gill.
The Ministry of Climate Resilience, in collaboration with the government of Vanuatu and the Organization of African, Caribbean and Pacific States, is set to host the first in-person Caribbean Regional Right Shop Workshop on the International Court of Justice Climate Change Advisory Opinion. International lawyer Trinidadian Justin Sobian is the coordinator of the workshop.
This ICJ Right Shop is about Caribbean countries taking the issue of climate change to the highest court in the World Court, the International Court of Justice. And the purpose of this meeting is for Caribbean states to come together, to collaborate, to discuss, and to also come to a common ground with respect to how we are going to strategize and make our legal arguments before the International Court of Justice at The Hague. And it would be informal type of roundtable discussions that we would be having.
So Vian shed light on some of the climate change threats that sparked the meetings.
So we have some cases in the Pacific Islands especially where countries, they are it's possible that they would be lost to sea level rise. So some countries are actually thinking now the whole issue of the deterritorialized state. Should we leave our physical country and set up my own country in another state? So this is a pressing issue. I mean, it sounds almost like Armageddon in a way, but countries are actually saying, how can we actually move our sovereignty to another state? And these are issues that some people say, okay, this is 100 years, 200 years, but these are issues that countries are actually talking about now.
The two-day Right Shop workshop is expected to bring together about 40 legal experts from various Caribbean islands and non-governmental organizations. That'll be to contribute to and advance ideas on the drafting of the national and or regional submissions for the advisory opinion proceedings. The workshop is scheduled for the 15th and 16th of February at the Radisson Beach Resort. It's the evening news for what was Ash Wednesday and Valentine's Day. And for this evening's Health Wise, we are speaking with nutritionists attached to the Grenada Food and Nutrition Council, Akim Williams, as to the importance of aligning oneself with like-minded individuals who can help us to remain committed to our nutrition goals and remain on the path of a healthier you.
One of the things we see persons, persons who tend to do better when it comes to health and fitness or wellness in general, is persons who are around people with shared goals and ideals and vision. I am a big advocate for groups and community groups. It doesn't have to be something that's very formal, but I am an advocate for persons forming themselves into groups and bouncing ideas off of each other. We see in schools, kids do well or young people do well because they have that in the community. Even in medicine, which is a very taxing profession, or health professions, we see that working together in groups. When you go to the hospital and you see the doctors, you see them on rounds together. You don't see one single doctor just going and do what they do. Most times they're on rounds. And because they're bouncing different ideas off each other in that collective group, we see that success is possible. So the very first thing is, if we go at things alone, we will struggle. So you can't go at it alone, because when you follow the wagon, who holds you accountable? Who says, come on, let's go back and target? It's community, that's who we live as human beings. So that's the very first thing. Successful behavior change starts with people having the same ideas and being in a group. If you're the only person, unless your why is so strong, then it's going to be challenging. Outside of the group, the foundation of the group must be the why. Everybody in the group is going to maybe have a similar ideal. We want to be healthy together. You go to a gym, persons have gym memberships, you're around people who have the same ideas. Exactly. I remember in the COVID pandemic, and I remember doing this when I was doing one of my degrees, there was a marketing, and they were talking about, I don't know if you heard of the Peloton bike. So Peloton bike, it's a bike where it's a, how do you call those bike in the gym where they would do spin on? Spin, yeah. So it's like a spin bike, they had treadmills and so, but on the bike itself, there was a big television screen, like a tablet or a computer interface. And you would log into it, and then when you're there, there's an instructor who might be doing it live in front of you. And then you had persons in the comment sections who are from different parts of the world who are also doing it live. And so when you come on, you would either see how fast the person cycling. If you're doing faster than them, you would see it coming up, and it created a community.
MTV News, and here's a reminder to join us at 8:30 for this week's edition of Community Forum with hosts Byron Campbell and Christy Alley. This evening's guest is veteran journalist and sports enthusiast Ray Roberts. All for now, stay with us on MTV News. Regional highlights are next. The second segment of MTV News was brought to you in association with Ariza Credit Union. Your financial freedom, your future.
Let me sing happy birthday, sweet Grenada.
Secure your financial future with Ariza's limited time $50,000 loan offer and join the 50 Chairs celebration. Application is easy, approval quick, interest rates competitive, and repayment options flexible. Apply now. Visit any of our branches located at Bruce Street, St. George, Grenville, Grand Anse, and Carriacou. or call 440-1759 for more information. Ariza Credit Union, your financial freedom, your future.
The National Lotteries Authority is a proud sponsor of many cultural activities within the Tri-Island state of Grenada.
My name is Anderson Matterson, also known as Leftist, and I'm a calypsonian and string band music player from Carrico. I support the games of the National Lottery Authority because culture benefits tremendously. Annually, the NLA supports the Carrico and Pittimatney Carnival, the Carrico String Band Music Festival, and all regattas, among other activities. When I play the game of the NLA, I can see where my money goes, and it's an investment into our culture.
Yes, Grenada, when you play the games of the NLA, you enable us to invest in the skills and talents of our people in the areas of sports, culture, and nation building.
Home is easy as 1, 2, 3.
Thinking about your new home? Think easy. Think a Republic Bank Home Easy Loan. Think affordable. Think convenience. Think Republic.
Home is easy as 1, 2, 3. Republic makes home easy.
Wow, that was such a breeze.
Own your home with ease.
So whether laying that first brick or purchasing an existing home, we've got you covered. Republic Bank will get you those keys hassle-free in no time.
Home is easy as 1, 2, 3.
Apply for a Home Easy Loan today for a chance to win a cash prize. Getting your new home is easy with Republic Bank.
Republic Bank, we're the one for you.
Terms and conditions apply.
Yeah, man, everybody. Yeah, man, so no. Fully, 1 week. Nah. Telling you. Yeah, them massive dragon. Hello. You see that? About 10, them man make a hard day, man. Me a 38 day, man. But you man 92. Yeah. Yeah. You need the number 1 run, man. That easy.
No, what?
Nice. Yeah.
Number 1.
Ah, yeah, me too, man.
Whether sipped neat, mixed into a classic cocktail, or savored on the rocks, our rum delivers a taste that captivates and satisfies. Choose greatness. Choose Class Good, the number 1 rum. Produced by the Grenada Distillers Limited.
Hi, good day. My name is Kyle Sylvester. I am the manager and founder of Case Farming Enterprise. We're an agro-processing business that are involved in the processing of agricultural goods, where we do bottle seasoning packs, lettuce, kale, and broccoli. Sometimes we as human beings get sick or injured on the job. NS provides a safety net for us. I am here to encourage other entrepreneurs and self-employed persons to sign up under the NIS Self-Employment Program.
Welcome back. Let's join Clifton James for this evening's Regional Roundup.
With the Regional Roundup, I am Clifton James. St Kitts and Nevis is abuzz with activity as leaders from the Eastern Caribbean are in the country to attend the 74th meeting of the Organisation of Eastern Caribbean States, OECS Authority. The meeting is set to take place over 2 days. The OECS Authority is the supreme policy-making body of the OECS and is responsible for the general direction and control of the performance and functions of the organisation. The OECS did not reveal what leaders will discuss during the high-level meeting. However, British Virgin Islands Premier Dr. Natalio Wheatley said he is expecting to have fruitful discussions with his peers. He says as leader of government business, he will seek to further engage in strategic discussions with regional partners as they strive towards a sustainable future that is aligned with their collective priority areas. Police in St Kitts have charged a 35-year-old mother with 2 counts of murder after her 2 children were found dead last Friday. Colanda Keynes has been charged with the murders of her 4-year-old daughter, Kalasia Cairns, and 6-month-old son, Kevon Cairns, who police found unresponsive in a bedroom after responding to an incident at the home. The children were subsequently pronounced dead at the scene. The mother, Colanda Keynes, was found alive in another bedroom. Police say the criminal acts were committed between February 8th and 9th, 2024. An autopsy conducted on each child states that they died as a result of mechanical asphyxia. Bahamas Prime Minister Philip Davis is urging the local media to keep crime off front pages amid concerns that the tourist sector, the lifeblood of the chain of islands, could be severely affected. The US Embassy in Bahamas issued a security alert on crime in the Bahamas, and the subsequent international reporting has highlighted the situation in the country. Davis said that a plan of action is underway, with the government preparing to launch an aggressive campaign to protect the country's reputation. The Bahamas has recorded 25 murders so far this year, with police saying many of the homicides are gang-related. Davis urged the press to understand their role in maintaining the country's reputation, saying that other countries give less prominence to certain crimes than the local media does. He said that the long-promised anti-gang legislation will be released next week. A stalled marijuana law in the US Virgin Islands got a big push Tuesday after an advisory board approved a list of proposed rules and regulations that would govern the recreational use of cannabis in the territory. The board's vote represented a key step towards implementing a law approved more than a year ago to allow the recreational use on the 3 islands. A 30-day public comment period on the proposed regulations and rules is scheduled to start soon. The board is also finalising a list of people it thinks are qualified to have their criminal record expunged of simple cannabis possession as authorised by the law. The list will be shared with legislators, the island Supreme Court and others in upcoming weeks. Some 300 people in the US Virgin Islands have been convicted of simple marijuana possession in the last 20 years. The board also is completing a registration system with people who use cannabis for medicinal or sacramental purposes expected to have access to it by April, according to Hannah Carty, the board's executive director. You're up to date with the Regional Roundup. I am Clifton James.
This is the MTV Evening News. We'll be back with you after the break.
Pick your daily reward from the Quartz Ready Cash Money Tree. Every customer is a winner with every loan of $3,000 or more from Quartz Ready Cash. Plus, you get to enter to win a weekend for 2 at Sandals. No deposit, no collateral needed. All you need is your ID, proof of address, payslip, job letter, and 2 references. Visit your nearest Quartz or Ready Cash location today or apply online at www.quartz.com. Get more for 2024 with Quartz Ready Cash. We are ready when you are. Conditions apply.
The story of Grenada is the story of Quab Bank. A story of humble beginnings, steady progress, persistence, and people. Grenadian people making things possible. This 50th year of independence is special, and we want to help you make it memorable. Bank on a bright future with Quab Bank as we celebrate more than 50 years of partnership with Grenadians. Take advantage of 100% financing to buy land, purchase, or build your home, or make those home upgrades. No loan fees, no legal fees, and low interest rates. Drive into 50 and beyond with 100% financing on new vehicles and get 50% off loan fees. Celebrate you. Celebrate Grenada. Make this year one to truly remember with special financing from Quab Bank. We're the Bank of Grenada and the bank for Grenadians. Visit our website for more information and apply for financing today.
Welcome home. If I take time and I write down all the things that I love about my island.
On the occasion of our Golden Jubilee, let us remember the sacrifices made by our forefathers and celebrate the freedom that we enjoy today.
Let us work together in making Grenada a better place for all.
May our country continue to grow and prosper in years to come.
From the Marketing and Business Development Department of the National Lotteries Authority.
Happy 50th anniversary of independence, Grenada.
As we strong and more to come, more to come, more to come.
My name is Alimaka Motley. I've been here doing nails since 2017. Me being self-employed, I have realized that paying the NIS benefits me now and even when I retire. By the time I'm 65, I will be receiving contributions back from NIS. So I benefit because I'm self-employed. Anything can happen. If anything happens to you while you're at work, you've got a bad cold, you have the COVID, you have dengue, we have all these diseases that's plaguing us at the moment. NIS will be giving you back some form of money when you're ill. So I would encourage all small business persons to sign up with NIS now.
The Planning and Development Authority of Grenada, PDA, is enforcing regulations to curb illegal, disorderly, and unauthorized development in several locations throughout the state of Grenada. The authority is concerned that structures mainly associated with vending are negatively impacting the environment, has undesirable public health and sanitation consequences, present obstructions to vehicle and pedestrian traffic, can become projectiles during adverse weather conditions, and generally affect the aesthetics of the nation. The PDA will work along with stakeholder ministries and institutions to effect the demolition, removal, and disposal of structures which fall in the category of illegal and disorderly development, commencing January 2024. In this regard, persons who vend in or occupy such illegal structures are advised to secure their personal belongings and have the structures removed ahead of the planned PDA demolition operations. These actions of the PDA have become necessary to safeguard and protect public health and the environment, ensure the safety and well-being of all citizens and visitors, discourage any future disorderly construction, and encourage compliance to regulations pertaining to physical development in the state of Grenada. This is a message from the Planning and Development Authority of Grenada.
St. Lucia defeats Grenada in Windward Island women's cricket. That highlight and more coming up in our sporting segment.
The MTV Evening Sports is brought to you in association with Courts, bringing value home.
Switch to a Ready Cash loan today. Bring your loan to us and get 25% off. Get flexible payment terms, fast approval, and hassle-free service, so you can do all the important things you need with ease. All you need is your ID, proof of address, payslip, job letter, and 2 references. Visit us in-store or apply online at www.shopcourts.com. Courts Ready Cash. We are ready when you are. Conditions apply.
A special evening to you now, sporting fans. Here are your highlights.
Good evening, sporting fans. Grenada suffered defeat at the hands of St. Lucia in the final round of the Super 50 matches in the Windward Island Women Cricket Tournament at Lasages on Wednesday. St. Lucia won the match by 21 runs. St. Lucia batted first, ending on 129 from 32.2 overs. Grenada responded with 108 from 29.3 overs. Grenadian Affie Fletcher had wickets to her name, however, she was not as effective when batting. St. Lucia had the task of defending 130, while Grenada had 300 balls to chase it, and Team St. Lucia did so proudly. Coach of the winning team is Walters Emmanuel.
It's a great feeling because when we batted and scored only 129, although you see the total was low, but I always felt that we could have defended. You see that thing, and that we did. Okay. Yeah. No, it's not a surprise. I always felt that we would defend our title. Yeah.
Looking forward to T20, another format and thing.
Yeah, we're looking for well again, it's another version of the game, so we have to start all over again because it's a 20 game, so we have to re-strategize and then come back again. And I feel, well, last year we didn't make it to the championship, but we reached the final. But this year, I can assure you that we'll pull it off this time.
St. Lucia's captain also spoke with MTV Sports.
It's so emotional right now. Like, I'm so happy that the girls really pushed through. It was a low-scoring day, but thankfully we defended it with all our heart. You know, thank you to all the support that we had back home and also in Grenada. And I know that my team and all of us, we performed to our best. We had a lot of confidence going out there, looking to defend because Dominica actually gave them a bit of trouble, so that we had that confidence going out there. And I know that I believe in my bowlers, so I back them and they back themselves as well.
The coach for Team Grenada is Troy George.
I think St. Lucia at the end of the day, pulled out something out of the hat. We had a couple of decisions that we thought could have gone on the other way. And the 3 wickets in the match with a non-bowler, I'd probably say, would have probably changed the game in their favour. And I think probably that's where we lost the game. I mean, the big take is that you can see that the ladies have a heart. And if you realise, a couple of the batsmen came out there with injuries and still tried to fight to get a victory. So I'll take the heart of the team, confidence and patience to really try and win this for Grenada and for themselves. But such is cricket. You can't win everything, and I'm grateful for the opportunity, and I want to congratulate the girls for giving their best effort.
The T20 component of the tournament will come to an end on Saturday. Second place Grenada will play third place St. Vincent, and winning team St. Lucia will play fourth place Dominica. West Indies fast bowler Shamar Joseph has been named the International Cricket Council ICC Player of the Month for January after his heroics in the 2-match drawn Test series against Australia. In his first Test match, Joseph scored 36, including 3 fours and a 6. In an innings where he took on the formidable Australian pace attack. He then took an impressive 5-wicket haul, including having Steve Smith caught at a slip of his first ever delivery in Test cricket. Building on his success in the first Test, Shamar came back in the second Test, still hungry for more. He took 1 wicket in the first innings and had to retire hurt after the end of day 3, after being hit flush in the toe by a Yorker from Mitchell Starc while batting. In an incredible spell of 11.5 overs, he took 7 wickets and led the West Indies to their first Test match win in Australia for 27 years, tying the series in the process. Former world number 1 Naomi Osaka is into the quarterfinals of a tournament for the first time in nearly 2 years. The 26-year-old reached the last 8 at the Qatar Open after her opponent Lee Sviatosenko withdrew before the match through injury. Osaka returned to tennis last month after giving birth to her daughter Shai in July. The run in Doha is her best since reaching the final of the Miami Open in April 2022. A 4-time major winner, Japan's Osaka will face an informed Karolina Pliskova in the quarterfinals. That's all in today's sports. I am Akil Aberdeen.
And with the latest sporting highlights there, we still have to come the public forecast information and a recap of the main stories.
The MTV Evening Sports was brought to you in association with Quartz, bringing value home.
Good Wednesday evening, viewers, with the nighttime weather forecast and meteorologist Dwayne Williams. Continuing dry air is dominating the weather over the Eastern Caribbean. There's a wee bit of low-level clouds over the Central Caribbean islands, but 1 or 2 very brief showers there. Most of those showers pass between St. Vincent and Grenada, so we may see 1 or 2 of those affecting the northern part of the island. The haze has dissipated a bit, but still some slight haze around, and we have a strong frontal trough over the western part of the Caribbean. So we're going to see how that is going to progress into the Caribbean Sea and if it will have any impact on the weather. Still some distance away, possibility that it could weaken before it gets anywhere close to our region. Right now, just this line of some scattered showers, mostly, as I said, between St. Vincent and Grenada. One or two may have fallen over the northern part of the island. Elsewhere, no significant activity. The usual shallow, low-level clouds at this time of the year. The forecast for Wednesday night, mostly fair and windy conditions. Easterly winds between 10 and 22 miles per hour. Minimum temperature around 24. We do have a 30% chance of 1 or 2 showers, mostly over the central and northern part of the island. The moon is going to set later tonight at 10:57 and rise tomorrow morning at 10:53. Mostly sunny with a slight haze on Thursday. Easterly winds continue between 12 and 24 miles per hour. Choppy seas continue. Exercise extreme caution if you have to venture far from port. Waves will reach up to 7 feet in open waters. Sunrise 6:28, sunset 6:13. Temperature though will only climb to around 30, but it will feel like 37. The UV index will be moderate. Mostly sunny with a slight haze in Port of Spain. Similar conditions for Bridgetown. Fair skies in Kingston. Partly cloudy in both Miami and New York, and London would be cloudy. Back here at home, as the dry stable conditions continue to dominate the region, we're going to see the fair skies prevailing through the weekend and into next work week. The haze should be dissipating from around Sunday. We could see some very, very slight haze from Monday continuing, but by and large, visibility will increase significantly from the latter part of Sunday into the next week. Just about a 10 to 20% chance of possible very brief isolated showers in the night time. Daytime temperatures 30, could climb to 31 by the weekend, and nighttime around 24. That is it for me for Wednesday night, folks. Have yourself a great night. Join me again on Thursday.
And now to end the news, a recap of the headlines. The home of a veteran journalist has been damaged by fire. 2024 shelter inspection process begins. Police have reported a peaceful 2024 kayak mass. And in sport, St. Lucia has defeated Grenada in the Windward Island women's cricket. On behalf of the news and production departments, I'm Tony Julian. We all thank you for viewing the evening news right here on MTV, and we wish you a good night.